Hello everybody and welcome to our weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. We live stream our sessions Friday evenings. Someday this week, we can keep up with our adventures on YouTube as well as catch weekly recaps on RogueWatson.com. I am Chris, your Dungeon Master, and I am joined by our awesome players. Eric playing Kazan, the half-elf Warlock Paladin. Hello, Eric.
Hello. Heather
playing Bryces, the Tiefling Sorcerer. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Reese playing Tim, the Warforged Cleric Fighter. Hello, Reese from a new city.
Hi.
Rochelle.
A new city.
A new city.
Sounds so different.
A new home. A new
can you still hear me?
Yeah. Rochelle playing Corinne, the Blue Dragonborn Sorcerer. Hello, Rochelle, also from a new city.
I am also in a new
That's
city.
That's crazy that two of us are from the new city at the same time.
It is.
What are the odds?
Yep.
Question, is it the same city or
it
is it
not? One of them is in Chicago. Raymond playing Alfred, the Halfling Ranger. Hello, Raymond.
Their way of announcing our divorce.
I moved to Chicago, you moved to Fort Worth. We can't get any more clear than that.
But we'll still play D&D.
That's part of the settlement.
Yep. We use Roll20.net for our tabletop campaign and video chat, and I'm recording it all using Open Broadcaster software. Previously on Storm King's Thunder. Having found themselves behind the throne room of the Maelstrom, the party was able to listen in and learned about Princess Sarisa, who they were there to save. The youngest daughter of King Hecaton wasn't quite in the danger they were led to believe. She was stuck in political turmoil, surrounded by scheming sisters and bickering advisors, and couldn't really trust anyone around her. Kazan uses telepathy to call the princess to them, which she did after excusing herself from her advisors. Taking them into a private room, she revealed that Zephyros the Cloud Giant had seen them in his visions, and that she believed they were the only ones who could help her find her father. She had a good heart, but didn't appear to have the constitution nor the will to lead, though Bryces and Kazan attempted to put her on the right path. They assured her they would help find her missing father and avenge her mother, if she in turn could stay the wrath of her uncle and keep the other giants from exploding into further chaos and anarchy. She offered only a single clue. A wooden, gold-painted coin with the symbol of a goose was found near her mother's body. They remembered this item as belonging to the Grand Dame, the gambling boat in Yartar that Atalia and the K Society had operated out of in their plan to depose nobles and replace them.
It's all coming back to me.
Yes. That's what happened.
What happened?
A lot of stuff.
Yep. Sarisa had the power to transport them anywhere, so she sent them to Everland, where Kazan confronted the captured Atalia. Using a Zone of Truth spell during the icy interrogation, he learned a name. Caspier Dryland, the man who actually owned and ran the Grand Dame, and a top agent of the K Society. With that info, they headed back to Yartar. They marched right up to the casino boat on the docks. Captain Nelvin stopped them short, and Kazan attempted to use suggestion to let them pass. It was not to be, as the guards sneered and stood his ground. Plan B was Halford headbutting the man in the gut, shoving him into the water. Nearby guards drew their weapons as Corinne shot out twin bolts of lightning into them. The group of ships guards. The group of ships.
Say that 3 times fast.
The group of ship guards proved little match for them. They cleaved their way onto the boat, with Bryces and Halford flying up to the upper portions as the rest headed toward the stairs. A single cone of cold from the casino floor manager stung a bit, but they shouldered on, shooing away the fleeing, screaming patrons. What they were not prepared for was a case of very literal friendly fire. Bryces and Halford had spotted nearly a half-dozen guards guarding the captain's quarters upstairs. Bryces reacted by hurling a fireball at them, into the wooden ship, next to the stairs that Kazan and Corinne were coming up. The fireball exploded, vaporizing all of the guards, setting the ship aflame, and catching both Corinne and Kazan in the blast. After being hit by the cone of cold earlier, Corinne went down from the damage, while Kazan and Tim rushed to heal her and stay clear of the spreading flames. The way was blocked, and it was up to Bryces and Halford. With the enemy forces very much dead, they quickly searched the office, while the flames began to spread. Bryces found a spring-loaded trap drawer, narrowly dodging a poison needle. Inside lie the papers and documents that Atalia had told them about, information that would hopefully lead them to Hecaton's whereabouts. She snatched the paperwork, and they all fled the ship, watching the boat burn on the docks before the setting sun. And that is where you all are at right now. You have just exited the docks, and the Grand Dame is fully aflame behind you.
Whoops.
It appears to you, though it's kind of chaos in this dock at the moment. It appears to you that this area, this dockyard, is being filled with the wealthy patrons and noble men and women who had been guests on the Grand Dame, and in their terror to evacuate are just sort of rushing this area now. A number of them are calling for guards and screaming for help and whatnot. And you all can react to that however you see fit.
That seems like a good plan. Guards!
Yes,
Help
let's
those
blend in.
people.
Help us. No, help us too.
We were caught in a terrible blast. They rigged that ship to explode.
Get out of here.
Alfred already tried that line last week, and Kazan saw right through it.
Yeah.
That was the last thing that happened.
Kaz is still salty about getting burned.
That's true. He did crit succeed.
And an insight check into your lie
Yeah,
about
look at that insight check.
because I think because what did you say it was a gas line? Is that what you said?
This is a gas leak.
A gas leak, which does not exist in this universe. So
I'm calling you bullshit.
Halford avoids making eye contact with Kazan.
yeah.
He's like, don't read my mind. Don't read my mind.
That time you triggered a trap and you sent some kind of rolling demon creatures upon us. Then we tried to throw each other onto a trapped hallway and neither of us could move.
That's right.
Halford starts making a tinfoil hat.
Is tinfoil impressive in D&D?
Probably.
Well, we have what we need, right?
You do. You have all the papers that you haven't looked at them yet, but Bryce is just clutching this big just notepad full of documents and papers.
Does everybody look like they're making it out okay of the ship?
Yes. Yes, they do. It looks like the ship has already been completely abandoned.
I'm trying
at
to be
the-
a hero now.
At this point, you don't see any of the guards that were once stationed. Well,
It says hero on my business card! Oh wait, there's a question mark after it.
as you glance back at the Grand Dame to see if there's any civilians, the only people you see on board are the guards that you killed right at the docks. Their bodies are still there.
As we walk past them, can I pat them down?
The fire shall consume all evidence of our visit here.
Okay, can I assume you guys are attempting to make a break for it? Slink away?
Slink away. Yeah, I don't feel like I need to save this den of...
No slinking. Walk with purpose. People don't look at people who walk with purpose.
Right?
I shall saunter away.
Yes. As you all saunter away through the boat docks, you do see a cadre of guards, city guards, rushing past you towards all of the noblemen and women who are still gathered at the dockyard. In the chaos, though, they don't seem to take much notice of you in particular over anybody else.
Halford says, quick, go and help the ones that can't walk.
Which ones? And then Alfred breaks somebody's leg. That one right there.
one.
He can't walk.
His leg is broken.
His leg is broken. Help him. Can we read the letter while we quickly get out of here? Because I don't think I want to stay on this town.
Sure. You can read the letter as you guys walk. Where are you guys going though as you're walking?
Obviously, the sewer entrance.
Back in the sewers.
I was also most intrigued by that.
That's where
That's when we went and fought the aboleth.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there were the fish people and the aboleth, and yeah.
Just back to the teleportation circle, probably. I don't see
Okay.
any reason to be in here.
Okay, that's back at the fish yard area.
Okay. To the fish yard.
Okay. As you're walking, you guys start going through the papers. There's a whole bunch of papers in here. A lot of the papers are the wheelings and dealings of the Grand Dame itself. There's logs about certain noblemen and how much money they've spent, how much money they've lost.
Those go in my pocket.
Okay.
That's blackmail. That's more enough for later.
That goes in the blackmail pocket.
That's right.
Maybe paying some people some visits in the middle of the night.
You owe the Grand Dame this much money.
Man, we're awesome.
This is our debt now.
We're already filthy rich, aren't we?
Yeah, you kind of are. As you go through, you pull out a
We could go to a
couple.
bank.
You pull out a couple of documents that have a symbol drawn on them that you all have seen a few times now, and you recognize as the symbol of the Kraken Society itself. And of these, you see two that appear to be most pertinent to you as you're flipping through all these as you're walking. The first is an entry log that appears to be some kind of roster of people. There are notes that indicate that these people were designated as skilled and were to be sent to a place that is noted, that's noted on there's a map on one page, and there's a
Score.
X of a place that it's called the Sculptor's Tower. There are notes in the margins that appear to be written by Captain Dryland himself, where he wonders what these people are for, and notes on rumors of people being turned into some sort of mechanical army for an ally of the K Society.
It's Tim's Tower.
Underneath that are a series of names, and next to the names are designations on like how they are skilled. Names like Edric - swordsman, Nereel / priest, Galfstein / archer. As you go through these, there's about a dozen of them total. And as you go through and read these, Corinne, a few of the names stand out to you, and as you begin to read, you start recognizing names from your Blue Dragonborn tribe. And then you get to the near the end of this dozen-person-long list, and there's one that is called or named Dregeth - Shaman. And you recognize that name as she is the spiritual leader of your Blue Dragonborn tribe. She would have been she would have been higher in the food chain than the what was his name, Rylan, the Blue Dragonborn that led the war party that you fought previously.
They eat each other?
They eat each other.
It's the food chain.
Food chain, that's right.
Metaphorical.
Metaphorical food chain too.
Oh.
The spiritual food chain. They just
They eat
devour
their spirits? Oh, they're soul eaters. Okay.
So that's right. And that is all that is on that note. The second
So that has the location of the tower on
that does have the location of the tower on it. I can take you to the main screen to show you.
Thanks.
it? Yeah. We've been looking for such a tower.
It is. Oh, please.
Oh my god. There's a part of the world on fire.
I forget what that was. I forget.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody drew that too. I forget what that was.
That was me, Alfred.
Alfred, after you guys set something on fire. Oh, was that you guys were like going to like through like farmlands and setting farms on fire or something? I forget.
Yeah.
No, was it?
I don't remember.
It would have been on purpose.
Golden Fields. We set Golden Fields on fire.
It was Golden Field, but well, what happened? Was it the dragons or the giant slayer?
No. The Giant Slayer one.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's Golden Fields, okay.
And then as we left, I set all the hay on fire.
Why?
Why did we do that?
Why do we do anything?
We're the graham cracker crew.
Take that, breadbasket of the region. I will all starve.
The Sculptor's
They
Tower. Yeah, they will. You guys are fine. You're rich now.
We'll buy a single bushel of grain for 100 gold.
That's right. Drive the price up. Cripple the economy.
The Sculptor's Tower is noted as being about 60 miles east of Jilenthar, tucked between the High Forest and the Nether Mountains.
Can you ping it?
I think I dragged the thing there. Let me do it again.
Oh, balls. It's way out there.
Yeah. Well, from where we are.
As the hippogriff flies.
There we go.
Yeah, we can go back and get our hippogriffs.
Yeah. All right, so we'll start definitely walking back toward the teleportation circle to go back to Everlyn.
Okay. There is another note, or a series of papers. This one is a series of documents detailing various Kraken Society agendas and plans, the vast majority of which you already recognize and have already dealt with. One of them details the workings of the Aboleth of Yartar, who you have already put down. Another one details a sect of slaver pirates being operated off the coast, who you have already dealt with. And there is one near the end that you have not seen or heard of before. It's called Operation Morkoth Hold. There's a name of a high-level Kraken Society agent that is running this operation named Thult's Daggerdark.
That's a last name.
That is. There are schematics for a large ship called the Morkoth, detailing an alteration to the hold of the ship, creating a large empty space. And there are sketches of 4 large chains with runes carved into them. There's a final page that is a map of a set of islands off the coast called the Whalebones, and what looks like a route drawn around the islands. It doesn't seem to have an end. It seems like the route is just this Morkoth ship just circles these islands endlessly. There's no details on any of these papers what this ship is doing, just those alterations and the route.
But it's got the bottom carved out of it and 4 chains.
Yes.
All right, that's got to be where they're keeping the dude then, the giant. Where's that place?
I will take you back to the world map. Show you. Down here.
That's not working for me.
Oh, really? It's not taking you?
Nope.
Nope.
Weird.
On there.
Bottom left of the map. There's a set of islands called the Whalebones.
Okay.
Oh, right above Corinne's archipelago.
It was
That's
hundreds
right.
of miles off the coast. Holy shit.
Yes. And the actual location of the Morkoth is not necessarily where this symbol is. The route drawn is literally just circling these islands endlessly. So the Morkoth could be anywhere around these Whalebones islands. All right. And as you read those, your quests log updates.
Amazing how that happened.
The Hunt for Hecaton quest. The clues from Luger Island's notes point to a ship called the Morkoth that is currently circling the Whalebones Islands without ever returning to port. And you have another quest. The Sculptor's Tower. You find evidence of a tower where the Warforged are being constructed, located on the eastern edge of the High Forest.
Nice.
All right. As you guys read all this stuff, you make it back to the shop in the fish yard that serves as the Harper portal. And the gentleman escorts you to the attic of this shop to leave. He asks you where you'd like to go.
Everlyn, please.
Everland. All right. Let's see. He puts you in the teleportation portal. And you find yourselves back in the Moongleam Tower.
Probably need to rest here.
You guys, I don't know how much time it's been, but you guys have gotten a staggering amount of sessions without long resting.
Yeah.
It's been like 3 or 4. Usually, like.
Burned with a fireball. We do travel a lot, and then this time we've actually been teleporting around and just doing things.
Yep. The Moongleam Tower would be a safe place for you to rest, long rest.
Excellent.
Long rest.
Alfred's asleep.
All right, you guys can long rest. As you do, I have a couple questions about items that I don't think you guys have. There's one item that you have not identified yet.
Holy crap.
From the Maelstrom, because you haven't long rested.
Whoops.
A belt. And you're still, I believe you still have possession of it, Tim.
A belt of pants lifting?
Belt of impotence.
Oh no!
This is the worst.
Pants tightening. Too tight, too tight. Get it off.
They just constrict. These pants are cursed. They will be skin tight for the rest of your life.
Getting a warm bath with a pair of jeans.
This is a belt of dwarven kind. While wearing this belt, you gain the following benefits. It does require attunement. But while you are wearing it and attuned to it, your constitution increases by 2 to a maximum of 20. You have advantage on charisma persuasion checks made to interact with dwarves. In addition, while attuned to the belt, you have a 50% chance each day at dawn of growing a full beard if you're capable of growing one, or a visibly thicker beard if you already have one. If you aren't a dwarf,
Beers.
It's like the Santa Claus.
You know, it's the Santa Claus. Yeah. If you aren't a dwarf, you gain the following additional benefits while wearing the belt. You have advantage on saving throws against poison. You have resistance against poison damage. You have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet, and you can speak, read, and write Dwarvish.
I want this belt.
But the beard thing.
But the beard thing.
Clearly.
Can leeches grow beards?
Can Warforged grow beards?
That's what you'll have to find out. Tim.
Can he roll for the beard now?
I mean, if he's resting.
Yeah, it's gonna be dawn.
It's gonna be dawn, surely. Tim, you were attuned to 3 items. I can guess which one you're gonna de-attune.
Which one?
The scarf that you've had forever.
Am I still attuned to that?
I thought it requires attunement? Man.
Sure does. And you
I
just
thought I got rid of that.
maybe you did, and I didn't record it, but
Whatever, man.
you de-attuned Soul Eater when you got Dawn Strike. So you have Dawn Strike, Flux Plate, and the Scarf of Black Flame.
Poor Soul Eater. Alright, is there a way to put the Constitution temporarily, or just have to add that?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think there is a way to do that temporarily. I think you just gotta change it permanently, and then if you de-attune the belt, you have to just remember to change it all back.
Okay.
Or just remember to add a +1 every time you do it. Well, no, never mind. That changes your health.
That changes your it retroactively changes your health.
Well, if you want, we can suture it onto you, so you don't have to worry about taking it back off.
Suture it on.
Yeah.
He's a Warforged, so it's probably going to be a nail gun.
Yeah.
It hurts so good.
Bolted on there.
So yeah, we bolted on you. You don't have to worry about everything wrong.
It's part of your body now.
Thanks, friend.
We accidentally put it on backwards. Like, how is it? We're like, it's fine. It's fine. It's probably fine.
It's like diagonal too. It's a little off center. Like, oh, that's permanent. Oh.
It's fine.
You guys also, I don't know what you did with the other 3 magic items. You have a Flame Tongue Greatsword, which I don't think any of you could actually use. I think you just kind of have that currently. I don't know if any of you could use a 2-handed sword, but...
If If I packed weaponed it, I could. But
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Not gonna. You have a displacer cloak. Did anybody take that?
I have it. I think.
Oh, you do. You have it. How for it?
Yeah, I have it.
I did not
Took it
record.
and I tuned to it.
All right. I will record that. That is one you're gonna have to remember to tell me when I attack you.
Oh, I will. Boom.
Nice. Okay, and I think you also have an adamantine scale mail. What did you anybody do anything with that one? That may have been redundant to everybody, but
I think it was worse than my
yeah.
armor.
All right, well then you've
Sell
got you've got two big items that you could sell, I think. So that's that.
How about if you just give the price of both of them, we'll just split the gold.
I don't know how. I'd have to look up how much you can actually sell magic items for. It's a very stringent and rare market.
Do we have a shared treasure chest with other characters we'd create in the future? And can we put these items in that chest?
The Diablo
And then
3
the level
loot
1
stash?
characters can find this stash. They're like, ooh, a flame tongue greatsword.
We should. Let's just bury it somewhere.
Yeah, bury it somewhere in the world.
Leave a note for future adventurers.
Future adventures.
When we come back on our next campaign, we'll just happen to know about this area. We'll dig it up and like, what the?
What is this?
A great flame sword.
My goodness, what luck.
And I happen to be a barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bury the Everland. That sounds like a good place to remember.
Bury it in Neverland.
We could. I don't know if I'd turn it over to the Harpers.
Oh, let's put it in the museum and then we'll just steal it the next campaign.
That's the next character's problem. That's a whole new adventure they can have.
Go raid a museum.
Go raid a museum. Think of the loot.
We should do that. We should donate all our extra stuff to the museum and then.
That's essentially our shared stash now, is a museum. A poorly guarded, low security museum.
So the Constitution is retroactive with health?
It sure is.
Okay.
Which I don't think it'll.
I mean, it adds 10 health
Okay, yeah.
for me.
For you, what is your constitution now?
16.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna roll for beard.
Roll for beard. What was it? 50% chance?
God, I've waited so long for someone to say that in a campaign.
Roll a d4 for me. 3 and 4 is beard. 1 and 2 is not.
Ah.
No beard today.
We watched him for hours on end, just waiting for this beard to happen.
Was that
But
since-
it's possible I get a
I
beard.
think.
No.
No, that was just a piece of dust.
That's what you're saying.
You don't know yet. You don't know what form this beard might take.
Copper wiring just shoots out. Oh my god!
It
what is
hurts.
that? Your chin exploded.
Just wooden splinters just come.
Ching, ching. Is there any like potions or anything worth buying at this point? Because I do have a lot of money. Or is there like a bank or like a mutual firm I can invest in or something? How capitalist is this society?
Let's see.
I would like to own a pizzeria, please.
There's all sorts of shops and stuff where you can get things. Let's see. You could invest in trade goods.
That's far too big.
Yeah, there's all sorts of shops. Adventuring gear. You can buy animals. You can buy gems. You can buy jewelry.
Can I buy happiness? How much is happiness?
That's you should buy many things for happiness.
How much would it cost me? Is my monastery still standing?
You haven't been back.
I would like to buy someone to go tell me this information.
Sure. You can. Let's see. I think that's like people.
I want to hire people, day laborers, if you will, expeditions.
Let's see. Hirelings. You can commission a skilled hireling for 10 gold a day to go perform a task.
Okay.
You can also commission an untrained hireling to also do that for 1 gold per day.
How much would it cost to hire a group of people to go to the monastery and make sure it's still standing?
How many people are you looking to hire?
I don't know, man. It's like half a dozen people or a dozen people,
yeah.
maybe.
Okay. Let's say you want to hire 6 people.
Okay.
You could probably go down to like the. I imagine at the marketplace or at any inn, you could probably find people looking for work. Roll an investigation check for me. As you ask around, seeing who might. You after a while, you do find 6 people. 2 of them, you're not quite sure about. They might just be local drunks who are looking for work.
Perfect.
But they're willing. They will travel wherever you want to travel for 10 gold a day.
I'm guessing those are Kazan's kind of people.
That's right.
They all will require 10 days down payment. What is that math? 6 people.
100 gold?
That's
each?
600 gold total.
Good lord, man.
We'll hire you as long as you're willing to wear these red shirts. I got you.
To restore the monastery completely.
If that's what you're asking them to do, they say that they will take the 100 gold you're giving them and go and start that work until you return, and at that point they will expect payment for any additional days.
Fair.
Okay.
How about if we just give you a great flame sword? Easily worth 1,000
stab
gold.
each other.
Easily worth 1,000 gold.
What about this wool floor rug? No, you know what? I'm putting that in the monastery. That's gonna be in the fucking entryway of the monastery.
Okay.
That's gonna be my contribution.
It needs a little plaque next to it.
Yes. Scene of Kazan finally dealing with Halford.
the end of Alfred.
Great. Yep.
All right. You give these 6 men 100 gold apiece, and they ask how soon that, because you've paid them for 10 days, and they say that if they are working at the monastery for a month and you don't ever show back up, that they're going to assume they're not getting paid and they're going to abandon the project.
That's fair. The only reason I'm not showing back up is if I've died.
Okay. In which case, they'll take their 100 gold and do whatever they want with it. Maybe they'll take the
so it's 100
monastery for
gold.
themselves.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I'll pay them 100 gold now to get work started on the monastery. I don't know what the condition is. I haven't been back either, but since I assume it was attacked and is not looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, last you heard, just everyone had either been abducted or turned to the Decay Society or perhaps killed. So there might be bodies to deal with, but that's their
Kazan
problem.
wants a home for all the people he's going to rescue. He's still under the delusion that there's hope. Let's call it hope.
Hope.
I know this is totally random, but make sure you write down that Sarisa had the potion of fire resistance for me.
Okay. That you gave her a potion of fire resistance?
I did.
I will write that down in the notes.
Yeah, I was saying, are there potions worth buying or any kind of
Let's see.
meaningful loot?
You can purchase. Let's see. Drinks in tavern.
Alfred says, guys, I think I'm going to settle down here and just open up a shop.
That's a good goal, but let's get to the giants first.
You can go to a potion shop and see what they have.
We need to like store our money somewhere though. We don't like hauling around my entire life savings into these dangerous dungeons.
But how are you going to prove to other people how rich you are?
I mean, I'm gonna buy a Ferrari first and drive around in that.
Just drive around in dungeons.
I think Bryce will hold your money for you.
Look at this beholder, assholes!
I say, what an asshole.
I have a very good place you can invest your money in and dividends within the year.
Ooh, tell me more of this insane opportunity I can't pass up.
For the low price of 2,000 gold pieces, you too could be a minority shareholder for for my mother's gambling den.
Wait, did we just burn down a gambling den? I thought I was strictly anti-gambling den.
Unless she burned down a gambling den to increase business at her mother's gambling den.
Yeah, Kevin's giving you the side eye now. Wait a minute. Am I in the middle of gambling den drama?
It may have been ulterior motives.
Kazan, you go to a alchemist in town, and she asks. She has a whole bunch of potions in her shop. She asks exactly what kind of potion you're looking for. She's got things for the common man, things for the discerning customer.
I'm not the common man. Show me the good stock.
Things for the uncommon man.
That's right.
She says, well, I have some extremely rare potions back here, but none can really afford that sort of thing.
Hopper jingles his pockets.
Hang on. How extremely does she seem right now?
She might be trying to sell you a little bit, but
They're like, I don't know. I heard that Frank's Emporium around the street has the best potions in town. You know, Frank down the street.
She's never heard of Frank down the street.
What?
But she says,
I've lived here all my life.
She says, but I don't know any Frank, but I doubt he has one of these. And she pulls out 3 very expensive looking bottles. She says, this is a potion of supreme healing. Nothing will get you back on your feet faster than this, little baby.
Supreme, you say?
It is supreme.
Like the Gordita Crunch? And also as delicious?
Perhaps.
Now look, I don't want to pay any upcharges for these fancy bottles you've got. It's the potion I'm after.
Says,
you could
no.
put that in a dirty glass and it would do the job.
She says, of course not. These are the finest only inside the bottles. She says, I'll give you this potion of supreme healing for 1,400 gold.
1,400 gold, you say?
That's what she says. She says, and if you're really... Now she's just trying to shock you. She pulls out this pure gold vial. She says, this is a potion of invulnerability. You will become godlike when you drink this.
Kazan's gonna get up, materialize his spear, and in one motion, smash the potion of invulnerability.
Wait,
And
what?
I assume it explodes. And he's gonna say, well, that wasn't invulnerable at all! Shing! Now look,
Kazan,
is this Are these extremely rare potions?
Kazan, roll an attack roll for me, please.
Please let him whiff on that.
Kazan, you sink your blade into the wood of the cabinet. And she immediately snatches up the potions and runs in the back and slams the door shut. And now she's screaming about the guards coming.
Oh crap! Steal everything in there and run. Hopper starts pocketing some potions. Hopper
That's
grabs
what he
three
does when he
potions.
gets nervous.
I steal when I'm nervous.
Hopper grabs 3 potions and runs.
Okay, really? I mean, you guys have some pretty good standing in Everland. I mean, you can do this if you want, but
He just lunged a spear at this woman.
yes, he did.
What else am I supposed to do?
What else?
All right, Alfred, you grab a
Oh,
couple
Lord.
potions off the shelves.
He's gonna go into some bushes and hide in plain
You
sight.
you now hear this woman
Into
is
some bushes.
you're not sure where this woman went, but you do hear it now from outside. Someone is screaming for the guards.
Way to go, Kazan.
Who
Alright,
knew it would be Kazan to do this?
Kazan
to
will
finally
morph
break.
himself into somebody else, sigh, and walk outside.
Turn into
And
the
when a guard shows up, be like, I think he went that way.
no, turn into the woman.
You, as soon as you leave the shop, you see the woman on the street. She's trying to find
Uh-oh.
guards right now.
Oh, sorry. I thought she went the other way.
She came out the back and went onto the street.
I see. Okay. Well, Hopper's gonna hide in plain sight. So,
Okay,
you're on your own,
Alfred,
Kazan.
you hear the woman describing Kazan in great detail, and about how he tried to kill her with a spear. As she and the guards leave.
She talked to 2. How many guards did she talk to?
There were 2 guards with her.
Okay, I memorized their faces.
Okay. Time for the party to kill everyone in Neverland.
We're gonna have to kill these guards
Oh, Lord.
and the woman. I'm trying to save your
Hopper's
butt,
just
Kazan.
immediately on board with the worst possible scenario.
I'm trying to save your butt. And once we kill these guards and the woman, I'm going to take over the shop and run it. My adventuring days are over.
I think that's how things go.
I'm a potion master now.
I have no skill except to kill other potion makers and absorb their shops.
Well, this shop's out of potions. Time to move on.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start selling water in a bottle.
Are we all together
Hey,
at this place?
selling bottled water is a legitimate business.
Mhm.
If nobody's thought about it in this world, we could make a
Are,
mint.
are we all together at this place?
You don't have to be if you didn't go with Kazan and Alfred.
Thank God. No, I didn't.
Alright, well, once they all leave, I tell Kazan the exact description of these guys. Now, use your mind power to find them.
That's not how my mind powers work.
Oh, sorry. You're not Professor X? My bad.
Not quite.
Tell me, what potions did I pick up?
Alfred, you picked up 1 potion of healing,
That's it.
1 filter of love, and 1 potion of poison.
Does it filter out love or in?
Filter of love. Yep,
It filters things through love.
that's right. All right, is anybody else gonna do anything?
No.
That doesn't result in. Okay.
I'd like to mail the blackmail ledgers back home with a little note. Just says extra funds ?
This is to Baldur's Gate, back to your mother's place?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
How does one send money in this world?
Oh, I
Flying
don't know.
snake.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Hire someone to deliver your money? Like a stagecoach. Okay.
Wells Fargo.
That's right. So what are you guys doing now? You're headed to the Sculptor's Tower, correct? That's where you guys were gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Chasm, this wanted poster looks a lot like you.
It's a little.
Hasn't size.
Oh, that's not the right place. You want the.
That's Neverwinter.
That is Neverwinter. You want the full map. That won't be until you guys get back to Everland. Then you'll see the wanted posters.
Yep. I'm not going back to everyone, by the way.
You just said you had to come back to pay the monastery guys.
I'll pay them at the monastery, I think was the agreement.
Oh, right. Yeah. All right. You guys are able to go back and go back to the person holding your hippogriffs. And it has been a little bit of time, a little bit more time since you stabled them. And the gentleman informs you that you owe him 120 gold for the stabling of your hippogriffs.
Thought I paid that dude a shit ton of money the last time we talked to him.
Probably, but it's been a long time. It's been a few weeks. That's 120 divided by all of you. So however much that is.
I will pay 20 gold.
20.
Yeah, you owe him 24.
24.
I do?
Mm-hmm. 120 divided by 5. Wait, why is my thing saying 24?
I don't
That
know.
does not make sense.
No.
Is that not math?
I kid you not, my calculator says 120 divided by 5 is 24.
Mine does
Probably
that too.
true. It's 100 divided by 5 is 20.
No, that's
Yeah.
You are
Yeah,
correct.
okay. Raymond, don't make me question my math skills.
We can math.
Damn it, Raymond.
Alright, I paid
It's 24 gold apiece. He just said he was only going to pay 20 gold. Not that's how much you go.
I paid 24.
What's happening? How much gold do I owe?
24.
24.
24. Oh no, I don't have very much gold.
You're almost broke now.
Do we have 5 hippogriffs or 4?
I think you still have 5.
You should have 5.
What did you do with your hippogriff?
Not what I did. What did you do? You like stapled 2 together or something.
Perhaps.
You were doing something. You were riding like on 2 of them together and you tied them.
That
don't remember
did
the
happen.
I think
Yes,
we still have the same number of them, though. We just did somebody doubled up.
Okay.
Okay. Let me come back. Are you guys trying to? What's your route looking like? Are you just going to fly straight there, like a straight shot? Is that the intention?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The straighter the better.
Straighter the better.
As he says on Pride Day.
What?
I thought the same thing, Heather. Oh,
Straighter the better.
You all hop on your hippogriffs and fly out of Everland. Actually, you know what happens before you leave?
No.
Hasn't gets arrested?
No. As you guys are leaving Moongleam Tower, I believe, Bryce, as you have it, you see Felglos approach you.
He want my last $1 delight, doesn't he?
He is very polite about it, but he asks if he can have the remainder of the $1 delight. He says, you guys went off and did some more adventures, and that's cool, but I've been feeling so good. And as he's talking to you, Bryce, you can feel the unlucky
I stub
aura.
my toe, don't I?
Yeah, a little bit. Trip over yourself.
I'm just take it, get away.
Can he fly us to the Morkoth's hold? Can he do that? How big is he now?
I mean, he's back to being a full-size dragon.
Can dragons fly hundreds of miles over the ocean? Because we need a fucking ride out there.
You ask him.
And I really don't want to go crawling back to Clouth. Praise be his name.
Felglos says, how far of a trip is it? I can fly quite a ways without sitting down.
Not very far.
It is...
Depends how bad you want this $1 delight.
From Waterdeep, it's approximately 300... let's see. To the nearest...
Don't tell him. You don't have to tell him.
All right.
It's a ways. Well, it's probably going to be important information. Unless he gets...
Yeah, I don't want him needing to rest after mile 200 and there's this fucking ocean all around.
He will just push on.
We're still screwed. Then he becomes a boat.
Not if he wants to survive, he's gonna push on.
Does he have his own internal PNR where he knows when he needs to turn around?
Look, any part of a journey, it's better not to know how far you have to go.
That is completely false. Never let you direct anything.
Felglos says, maybe I can. Yeah, I think, I can fly the whole way without sitting down. It'll be a few days. I don't know if you guys will be comfortable on my back for that long. He thinks about it. He goes, it'll be 7 or 8 days of straight flying.
7 or 8 days? Holy crap.
How about if we just meet you in Waterdeep and we go from there?
Let's see. Waterdeep.
Yeah, maybe we can find a boat because we might need him to get on this place or something.
He says from Waterdeep it'll probably be 2.5 days straight flying.
Yeah, that's what I meant. We start from the closest place.
He goes, if you guys can hang on to a dragon's back for 2.5 days, I can fly you that long. That's quite a ways to just hang on like that, but I can do it. He says, presuming you do give me the rest of that $1 delight. I'll have to smoke a hefty bowl of it before the trip.
All right.
Alright, I'll pass over the last of it. I don't want to stub my toe anymore.
Says, thanks. I'm gonna save it for the trip. I'm not gonna. He stares at it longingly.
I bet you are.
I won't smoke it right now. I'll wait. I will. I swear.
It's okay. Go ahead. Just smoke a little. You'll be okay.
So it says, is it the plan? Should I meet you guys in Waterdeep?
I mean, yeah, I think so. We gotta go to this tower thing first, but then we're going there. So we're not going there right away, but we will be there soon.
Says, all right, I can. With this, he holds up the little pouch of weed. With this, I can wait for you for a while. Good hunting, you guys. See you down there.
See ya.
Bye. You see any wanted posters, tear them down.
All right. So with that, you've lost all the $1 delight, and Felglos is going to meet you in Waterdeep. And you guys are headed toward the Sculptor's Tower. It's a 2-day journey. The first day is relatively uneventful. You guys set up your temporary tower on the plains there, along the river. And then the second day, you're flying over the high forest. Lots of trees. And as you get near the Sculptor's Tower, where the place where it's noted...
It's a good description of the
lots of trees. All you can see is trees for miles.
Yep. That's the forest for the trees.
As you get near the tower, the trees break, and you do see the mountains in the distance. And it's kind of more flat land around here. Just a very small section of plains here. And ahead of you, you see what looks to be a tower. It doesn't seem terribly tall. It's maybe a 4 or 5 story building. It is a circular tower surrounded by a 20-foot tall wall surrounding this tower. Are you guys going to try to fly overhead or land nearby, or how are you doing this?
There's a 20-foot tall wall around it.
Yes. Which you can see from a ways out. You're probably still about a half mile out from the tower, but you can see that from here.
What does the top look like?
The wall. It looks like battlements. This 20-foot tall wall is just plain gray stone set up in sort of a circular or an octagonal shape around the tower.
I demand to know if it's circular or octagonal.
What's six-sided?
Hexagonal.
Hexagon. Yes.
It's hexagonal.
Hexagonal. But the wrong syllable.
Yep. Around this circular tower, you can see the tops of these battlements from here, and they look completely empty. You don't see any people on them at all.
Can Tim see any people on them at all?
You cannot, Tim.
Not even Tim?
Not even Tim.
All
Tim,
right.
you can roll a perception check to see if you see anything else.
Okay.
Does he see anything else? Can he see into the tower?
Not immediately, but a few minutes later, as you guys are getting closer to these walls, Tim, you're able.
Chasms, crippling depression.
No, don't see inside me.
You're able to glance down, Tim, and you're able to get glimpses of the space between the battlements and the tower itself. You see what looks like a very narrow, like 5-foot wide stone walkway circling the tower. And you think you see a little, you're not sure if it's like a little ball shape. It looks like the size of a small dog running around this sidewalk. And as you watch, you see one run around on the sidewalk, and then as soon as that one's out of sight, you see another coming around the tower. They seem to be running just in circles.
Okay. Clock.
As you approach, they don't slow down, they don't change course, and these two objects seem to be just racing around this tower.
Ooh, it's like a giant marble tower. Can we land somewhere without being in their path?
You can land outside of the battlements. From what you can see, if you were to land anywhere inside of the walls, you would be right in their path.
Let's do it. It's the fastest way to find out.
What, dropping down in front of them?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Maybe we should...
We want to find out what happens? Because I have a feeling this is going to start probably some kind of a giant fight if we disrupt these things. Because Chris has that maniacal smile going on. Like,
I'm not smiling.
He's silently praying that we're going to do that.
You guys can do whatever you want.
Because I have this little thing that has kind of just stayed with me this whole time. It only has 5 hit points. Has an AC of 5 and only 1 hit point, but it would definitely stop at least one of them for at least half a second.
Your ball of fur?
Nope. A dragonling. Little mechanical wind-up dragon that I got at the beginning of this adventure.
Long time ago, yeah.
If it's mechanical, maybe they'll like it. This is the Warforged tower.
Yeah, I have this little dragonling mechanical thing.
Okay. So it'll like walk or something?
Mm-hmm.
So you're
It
gonna.
has a walking speed of 30 feet.
Are you intending on like dropping it in their path, or
I was gonna use a mage hand to kind of carry it down since it's small.
what's the range on your mage hand?
That's a good question.
It's 30 feet.
That's pretty close to the ground at that point. You're.
Well, the tower's only 20 feet tall, right?
The wall's only 20 feet tall. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, that's a small tower. That's like a 2-story building.
No, I'm sorry. The battlement walls around the tower is only 20 feet tall. The tower itself seems to be about 4 stories, 4 or 5 stories.
Let's land on top of the tower.
Is there a spot to land on the tower? Or is it just a point?
It's just a point. As you get near this tower, you find it odd that you see no windows inside this tower. It looks to be just
So it looks like a wizard's hat.
a little bit, yeah.
Can me or Corinne sense any kind of like magic or anything coming out of it?
Or actually, it looks more like just a silo because the actual tube of the tower is just straight up and down, and then there's a cone at the top, and there are 0 windows.
Seems hazardous.
What were you saying, Bryces?
I was saying, can Corinne or I sense any kind of magic coming out of here, or like any kind of just like
Not actively. You might detect magic might let you see something else, but you're not sure. But just naturally you can't tell. You can't detect any obvious magics.
okay.
You guys are still heading closer. As you get slightly closer, Tim, you can make these little shapes out more clearly. They look like large or medium. They look like medium-sized dogs, but they're made of full bronze metal. The front where a dog's face would be, it looks like there's a large like beak, chomping beak. And where its legs should be, it has like these like pointy tractor wheels that are rolling as this thing travels along the sidewalk.
Huh.
Wow.
But it is definitely a machine of some sort. It is a construction of metal.
How far away is it?
Now you're about 300 feet away.
Does it seem...
Shoot a web arrow down there. Or use your web. Don't we have a web thing?
Yeah, I do.
I'll catch them, and then we can attack them from there. Because I assume we're going in here guns hot.
Wait, can Tim like control things? Because he was able to like he's supposed to be some Warforged general, right?
I don't think he ever learned how to control anything.
Tim, you can fake it till you make it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Just drop him down there. Hello, friend. I am your leader.
I will take you guys to the map just so you have some sense. You're still about, let's say about 50 feet up, 100 feet away, but this is what the inside of the battlements that you can see from way high up. This is inside the battlements. To the north of you is the wall of the actual tower itself.
Okay.
And these are little creatures. How do we do this again? Shift C. There we go.
Ew.
And
Yeah,
yes,
I'm thinking we use that web to catch them when they're rolling around.
as you watch, the thing just races down this track. And as it races, you see another one coming from the other side. Whoops. It's the hippogriff.
Oh, how much time is in between?
Mechanically, about a round. It takes them about one turn to make it halfway around this tower.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, maybe it takes about 10 seconds for them to make it all the way around the tower. They're racing along at a clip.
Damn it. Okay, because I have those spark cubes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Chris is like, ah, shit, I forgot about those.
What if we just dropped our fucking tower in the middle of this path?
I could do that too.
Alright, Tim, what do you Warforged dogs like to eat?
They don't eat. They're like me.
Then how do you train them? With treats?
You don't. They're just programmed to kill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
One of us has to be bait. Not me.
We all look at Halfred.
Okay. Albert flies over here.
Wait, what was the plan?
I don't know. I'm bait.
Okay. He just says, "I'll be bait," and flies away. We all just look at each other going,
The other thing that you see, Tim, as you're descending to the north, sitting on top of the battlement on the west side, you see what looks like a 2-foot wide yellow globe just sitting on the wall, apropos of nothing.
At this point, I'd like to have slid off my hippogriff, and I'm flying on my broom, sending the hippogriff away.
Okay. Sure.
First been replaced by a broom.
Yep. Hippogriff flies away.
Hey. I'm not going to risk the life of my hippogriff. Paid too much damn money for this thing.
I don't think you paid any money. Well, you just to stable it.
Yeah.
All right. So who's doing what?
Albert's gonna fly up top.
Go on, inspect that orb.
Okay. You can.
Where's the entrance? Over here?
Let's see what you can see. Kazan, you coming around the east side, you do see what looks to be what should be an entrance, but where you think a door would be, it just looks like solid stone. There seems to be no doorway there. What you do see in front of the door are two things. One is a small green globe about 2 feet wide sitting in front of the door. And in front of that, you see two little pedestal-looking devices sitting on the ground.
Huh. Tim, does any of this ring any bells?
No?
Tim, you approach that yellow orb on the east side, and it just seems to be it looks like it might be a globe. When you go to pick it up, it seems very light. Perhaps made of glass, but it is an opaque yellow color.
Can I investigate it?
Sure. It's opaque and yellow, and it's circular.
I'll investigate this orb.
Okay. You know the same thing. Kazan, as you're approaching the east side, you see, in addition to that green orb sitting on the ground on those two pedestals, you see on the stone wall where you think a door should be, there are two pieces of text written on the stone.
Can I see them from here?
You can see them. You may not be able to read them from there. How high are you guys at this point? Because these little scouts are still just zooming around the track.
Yeah, we're trying to stay out of their way for now.
Yeah.
How far below are they?
You guys are probably, I mean, Tim set down on the battlements about 20 feet high.
Okay.
So you guys are probably all about that height right now.
I really want to use these shot cubes to stop them.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You can do it fast enough.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to use my mage hand to put them in place.
You could, yeah, you could probably do that. From floating up here. Yeah, Kazan, you can't read them from where you're at right now. You think you might have to actually get in closer or sit down or something like that.
But I'm also not a fan of doing this if we're all in two different places here.
Where'd you guys go?
Yellow orb.
North wall.
Okay.
Okay. Bryces, you doing it? You setting up your sport cubes?
Do I see them coming around the corners or anywhere?
You see, yeah, you can, well, maybe not. No, well, now you can. Kazan comes flying around the edge.
I'll show them to Tim and be like, eh? Eh?
I say that the entrance is on the other side, I think, but it's stone doors with some kind of puzzle thing outside.
Think this will stop them, Tim?
Sure.
Okay. I'll use my mage hand then to stick them to the wall.
At the same time, I'm going to shoot 2 charges of web. Kind of where the dog is right now. Just between, like to make a wall between 2 anchor points.
Okay.
So I'm going to use 2 charges.
You can try to do that after this dog leaves?
Right after it passes.
Right after it passes, okay. Okay, will you, yeah. Okay. Bryces, will you show me the spark cubes? I forget how long it takes. You know where they are. When a second command word is spoken, the cubes become active and trigger the next time a creature passes between the 2 of the cubes. Okay.
Yep.
You're able to set those cubes up using your mage hand. As one passes by, you're able to take your mage hand and put the cube down and get them in place before the next one comes around, but it's right before the next one comes around the corner and zooms past. So you can activate them now anytime you want. I assume, where have you got them set up at exactly?
I was thinking just kind of one on each side of this little general area.
Okay.
Since it's like a little pathway they have to go through.
Okay. Are you activating them?
I guess so, yeah. Yep, we are now.
We'll do it.
Okay. This one passes by. You activate your spark cubes. Halfred, you're watching as this one comes zooming by and passes by. You do your web right there. And this one gets right. It comes zooming through. It does not seem to notice your presence yet still, and gets between the 2 spark cubes. And you see the lightning damage arc between the 2. Bryces, would you like to roll the 46 damage?
Sure.
I will roll his. It is a dex saving throw.
Yeah, DC 14.
All right.
Nice.
He takes all 11 damage. And at this point, I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative. Yeah. Time slows down.
Chris, can we take a break before we get too far into this?
Yeah, we can. Put the things in place. Kazan's hippogriff. Oh yeah, I guess.
Sorry, I had selected that token. He doesn't need his initiative, I don't think.
Okay, yeah, let's take a break and we will come back with you engaging these creatures. I believe we are coming back. Remember to change OBS over. All right, you guys. Halfred, you are going first. You have laid down your webs, but now it is your turn. What are you doing? As far as you can see, Halfred, the bronze scout to your east doesn't seem to have like changed its course. You guys didn't see the name, or doesn't seem to have like noted or changed anything about its current direction. It's just sort of still rolling along.
It hasn't acted yet.
It is not.
Which one is this one? No. This one. Advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not yet acted.
Okay.
Would notch a special arrow. I'm going to target the one on the right side. Alright, go my wombat bow. And this is the arrow I used.
Okay, 23 for 9. That does hit. And, like, knocks a chunk of the metal off of this creature as it's zipping around. And
Sucker.
it flashes right in front of those little, I assume those little receptor-looking things are its eyes.
Who knows? Anyway, regular arrow this time.
Okay. 23 for 13. Halfred, your arrow goes straight into the center of this creature, and you see just a couple like little gears fly off of it, and it breaks down into little pieces.
What?
It appears you have put it down.
All this prep work, and we could have just like doubled up on each one.
You did not know how strong they were. Gazin, your turn.
Okay. So
Halfred yells, "Hey guys, I broke one."
this is the one that just got destroyed.
It's not destroyed. It just got electricity zapped through it from the spark cubes.
The one on the right is the one I just destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one over here.
Yeah, you can't see it from where you are, but yeah, sure.
All right.
It's way over here.
Hearing Halfred give off a whoop of joy, I will fly my hippogriff down, and while it is being zapped, I will jump down and impale it. Oh, damn it.
You shove Phantom right into the concrete.
God! Alright, as I do that, I will pivot my body up and give a roundhouse kick to the face.
Halfred yells, "Not everyone can be as skilled as me."
Damn you.
That also misses. Your kick
was
goes
going to
flying over his head.
Grunt, pick up the staff, twirl around, do that.
That does hit for 5 damage.
At that point, before he does actually hit, you can just hear chuckling coming from.
Are you rolling the damage?
Yeah.
It's a 1 of a 1d10. With 11 damage, you put Phantom right through the creature and smash its little body. And it is destroyed.
I like Kazan, like, accidentally, like, with his last hit, like, stabs it. He was not even aiming for it at that point, and it just explodes.
Yep.
He just sighs. Guys, I don't like fighting stuff that doesn't have a mind. Fucks me up.
That's a great explanation.
Sure is.
I missed twice because they don't have minds.
That's how I see. My vision is based on minds.
Okay. It is quiet out here now with these little zippy creatures done for.
I'll go down and pick up my little cubes.
Okay.
So yeah, there was like an entrance over there.
Should I try to smash this orb to see if it's an alarm system?
I'm down for that.
Maybe try looking at the entrance first. There's another orb over there. It's green. Maybe they're connected somehow.
Okay. The orb, the actual token, should be movable by everybody. Whoever wants to pick it up and move it around.
Oh. Ah, it's flying away.
Do we need our hippogriffs anymore?
Tim just turns around and strangles his hippogriff. What are you doing?
Operator, upon learning this, goes to the other side and picks up the green one.
Strangles the DM as well.
I can't drink whiskey while anyone makes a joke. That's not a good idea.
Look, guys, here's the green one. Let's put them together.
Yep.
Alfred is ball curious.
They seem to be a matching pair. They're both about 2 feet wide.
Give me some balls.
There's two pedestals on the other side.
Oh, good point.
I'll take these.
I want to follow him. I seem to be stuck. I can't move anymore.
It's because you got like 4 things selected. You're trying to move everything.
That's what happens when you try to fly with your balls out.
There you go.
Boom!
Yep.
Alright, Hippogriff, go rest.
We're sick of you now.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can just leave the hippogriffs. As you look at this entryway, it is only 5 feet wide. The hippogriffs will not be able to go through here anyway.
That'll do, Beast of Burden. That'll do.
Halfred, as you get near this
I
door,
start strangling the hippogriff.
what are you for?
This is not good if Tim does not plan on coming back with us.
Halfred, as you approach the front door, you see writing. There's 2 sections of writing on the front door.
The first one says, "Oh my God, please do not put the orbs together." The second one says, "If you put the orbs together, please definitely don't put them in the pedestals." What have we done?
What have you done? Halfred, you can immediately read the section of writing on the left side. It appears to be written in giant. It is giant. It is giant script, and it appears to be some kind of poem or riddle. It reads. I've never actually done this before. It reads: "By night arrive without being fetched. By day lost without being stolen."
Hey guys, here's what the poem says.
Some of us can speak giant.
You can, but you're not looking at it.
Nah. Night arrived without being fetched. By day lost without being stolen.
The second one, I don't know if anyone can actually read this script. It appears to be a... Yeah, everybody show me what you can read. No one can read this. It's a very flourishy sort of italics-looking script that none of you can read. Someone might be able to roll a history check to tell what kind of language it is.
Straight 0.
What is the language?
Wow.
What is language? Damn, our intelligence ratings.
yeah.
Good lord.
Yep, none of you know what language this note is.
Tim and Kern are just staring at each other.
But it is
What is language?
it is on the right side of the door. So as you face it, as you're facing this stone wall, the first riddle is on the left side, and the second one in the language that you cannot read is on the right side.
All right. Well, the first one's got to refer to like the moon, right? By night arrived without being fetched, by day lost without being stolen.
Or this, like, sunset.
Yeah. What does that have to do with these orbs, though? The orbs do anything other than just look green and yellow?
They current so we can see the pedestals. They don't do anything. They seem to be just an opaque glass orb. Halford, are you actually putting these in the pedestals? You've got them hovered over it.
Yeah, they're there.
You're actually okay. You walked in and just put them in there. Okay, you put those two in those two pedestals, and the stone door begins to slide away.
Damn, you got it right on the first try?
Without even knowing the clues. Let's see. And as that happens,
Giant fireball comes screaming out.
a small plaque materializes next to the front door. And the contents of this plaque are thus.
But green is yellow. White is red.
And the front
In the yellow spot.
door is now open to you. As you look inside Halfred and anyone else who can actually see inside the front door, you see what looks to be an ornate lobby, sort of greeting room. There's a white alabaster stone on the floor. There's a fancy rug laid out in the middle of the room. There's looked to be some sort of presentation stage at the end of this rug, a circular podium like area. As you approach,
Oh, more orbs.
Probably put Tim in front since he's from here.
Tim, you go first.
Okay.
They'll recognize one of their own.
Hello.
Tim, as you
Uh-oh.
enter, you
My
see
name is Timothy.
you enter this room, and it looks like like I said, it looks like an ornate sort of entryway room, a greeting room of some sort. But there's no furniture, and there's very little like decorations in this room. There are candelabras along the ceiling that are emitting
Spartans.
light throughout the room. To either side of you, you see a set of statues. The two big gray ones seem to be what are those called? The things that hold fire, like torches, but they're tall. They're like man-sized. And then to either side of those, there are statues of men that appear to be warriors of some kind, frozen in images of anguish, reaching out with their hands or reaching upward, mouths agape. And to your north and south, you see two creatures. They look like man-sized crossbows with dragon faces at the head of the crossbow. As you walk into this room, they don't make any hostile action towards you, but you see both of these crossbows turn and just look at you. And as you walk in, they just slowly track your movement.
That's cool.
Where are the crossbows?
It's these.
Okay.
That's what they look like. Big dragon heads at the front of man-sized crossbows.
Do you speak metal dragon bow?
Is that a carpet in front of me?
It is.
Rug?
It is a rug, yes.
Pick it up and give it to Chasm.
Ooh. Added to my rug emporium.
I will attempt to move it.
Okay.
Give it a little shake.
Give it a little shake. All right, you give it a little shake.
Incredibly rude to these people.
You give it a little shake, and nothing happens. Dust comes off of it, like no one's walked along this rug for some time. And it's the rug itself, as you're shaking it, seems a little crispy, like it's very old.
Hail, brothers. Are you in need of cleaning?
Your maid service is here, finally. We're a few years late. There was some traffic.
My name is Tim the Mighty, and I clean like the wind.
You hear no response to your calls.
Can you aim the crossbows somewhere else?
They seem to either not understand you or not react to you at all.
What's going to trigger
Seems pretty safe in here, guys. Let's go.
that? All right.
Grab the white one. It's part of the plaque. Grab the white orb.
Okay. Someone give me the white orb.
Right there, see?
Oh.
Oh, on either side of that circular presentation looking area, you do see two golden bowls sitting on the ground. On the one on the north is holding a white orb. The one on the bottom is holding a blue orb.
So we just need to find a red orb and replace the blue one.
To do what?
I don't know. That's what the plaque says.
To do what the plaque says? Just as it's written on a plaque doesn't mean you have to do it.
And what are
Well,
these
open the
statues
door.
right there?
They are just ornate torch holders. They just have big plates on the top of them, like
Are
column.
the torches currently lit?
They are not.
But the other ones are.
The candelabras up on the ceiling are emitting light, but if you were to look at them closely, you may not actually see flames up there. They're just sort of emitting some sort of non-fire light.
Before Kazan steps in, he's gonna mask many faces into a Warforged as best he can.
Okay.
Look like a Tim type construct.
Is it dark in here or light? Is there any need for me to light this torch?
It is. There is a light permeating this room from the candelabras up at the top of the roof.
What's that symbol right? The green
Chandeliers.
symbol.
As you get, hold on, two things happen. Tim, as you approach the podium, you see a small circular rune or circle carved into the concrete here. It's sort of pulsing with a slight green light. Halfred, as you step between the two braziers, that's the word I was looking for earlier. Braziers.
Braziers.
Ooh.
They both flare to life. Flames come out of both of them as you step between them.
I don't need to light them.
And almost immediately, the circle that you were looking at, light pops, the green light flashes from it, and standing before you is a satyr.
Who's this asshole?
And he cocks his head at you, and he says, "Is the master expecting you?"
Yes, we're the maid service.
I was told of no maid service.
I mean, it's pretty dirty around here, don't you think?
Perhaps no need to clean. No one visits.
Who are you? We're expected. I'm hungry.
I am Inslow, farrier of the master of this tower. Who may I say is calling?
The prodigal son has returned.
Tea-maids.
Hold, please.
We've come back for repairs. We need to see the master.
He pops out of existence on this green circle. The
We should have gotten our story straight first.
the metal crossbows on the other side are still just looking at you. A few moments later, it doesn't take more than like 20 seconds. The circle lights up again, and the satyr appears again, and he looks at you and he says, "The master has need of you, but not at this moment." He looks around the room and says, "Gentlemen, these fine folks will be staying with us for a while until the master can decide what to do with them. Please make them comfortable." And as he says that, the statues, locked in agonizing poses, all begin to lurch towards you all.
Hopper yells out this girlish scream.
You're taking us to some nice accommodations, I trust.
And I'm going to get everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, they're attacking us?
Yes, the statues immediately begin lurching towards you all. Those of them within 5 feet of you are going to get a surprise round, which is only the one nearest to you, Kazan.
– 17 is the number we like.
Okay. The statue nearest to you, Kazan, lurches towards you and tries to wrap his arms around you.
Oh, it's bad touch.
And... oh boy, that's an opening round.
Real bad touch.
He does 18 damage, and you must roll a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. Alright, you feel the claws of this statue dig into your flesh. But you're able to...
Wait, they turn you to stone?
You're able to will away the stony poison or essence that is within these statues.
Holy crap.
And Kazan, is your turn.
Well, how do you want to do it? That's all rolling 17s.
Oh, you guys can just roll d4s. I noticed you all rolled the same thing. Kazan and Bryces, you guys re-roll. What? Do it again.
Why don't you just make us roll like 1d20s or something?
I mean, that would probably be easier, wouldn't it? Less chance of duplicates.
Yeah, less chance of dupes. There you go.
Okay. Alright, so Halfred, you're first.
Hopper said, "Oh hell no," and he's gonna fly up 25 feet,
Okay.
and he's gonna shoot the You know, I can't tell if I want to shoot this guy or the statue. Does he look solid?
Yes, he does. Looks like a satyr.
Get the teleportation thing he was doing.
Actually, he didn't roll initiative.
Kazan, who should I hit?
Kazan narrowly ducks out of the way of this thing's grasp and looks around and says, I don't know, but that one just made them come to life.
I'm gonna notch. He hasn't acted yet, right? The satyr?
No,
Just talk.
he is not.
I'm gonna notch a special arrow and aim at the satyr.
Okay, 25 hits him for 10. Grappling hook arrow. Okay.
And with a bonus action, I'm gonna pull him towards me.
Okay. Roll an athletics check. And he will as well.
I will.
You were able to pull him. Where are you
20
at?
feet. Huh?
So you're in the air right now.
Yep.
So you pull him.
Towards me, and then he falls back down.
Okay.
In between. There you go. Perfect.
You pulled him 20 feet into the air.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then you let go.
Well, I mean, he doesn't reach me, so he's just gonna fall back down.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like I yank really hard, so he comes.
You
20
just
feet towards me,
yank him that direction. All right.
Yeah. So he should take some fall damage too.
He should. I'll do a 1d6 for that.
Just bounce him around.
Yep. All right. He takes another 5 damage.
Call the statues off. Alfred yells.
Cannot do it.
All right.
Must
Shoots another
get.
arrow right at him.
And he tries to start. He's like on the ground trying to scramble back towards the teleportation circle. How many? Okay. How much damage is that?
14.
14. All right. He looks very bloodied now. He just looks in very bad shape.
Alfred yells again. Call them off.
Says, I can't! Too late! Master's orders!
We might need to ask this one some questions after this fight.
Bryces, your turn.
Okay. So I'm still technically. How tall is its doorway opening?
It's about 8 feet tall.
Okay. So I guess I'll just fly in on my broom above Corinne's head.
Okay.
Oh, there's lots of bad over here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is all kinds of bad.
Living statues and crossbow bolts and crossbow
Mhm.
monsters.
Yeah, I forgot the crossbow guys.
Alright. I'll just come to the back side of the room. Land on my broom back here behind the teleportation circle thing. Because what could go wrong being back there? Actually. How tall is the brazier?
About 5 feet tall.
And the statue guys?
They're about 5 feet tall, too.
Okay. Well, they're conveniently lined up, so that makes life nice. We'll just do that. We'll leave it at a second level. Third level? Second level? Third level. Why not? So, in a straight line, out from in front of me.
Okay. You're just going through all 3 of them, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
How dexterous are your statues?
Good question. Let's find out.
Not very.
Yeah, they -3 dex.
They are statues.
That's awesome.
Okay, you knock off solid chunks of every single one of these. That is massive damage for all of them.
Should I just go ahead and roll my d10 now?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Before I do my...
Oh, thank God. Very stressful.
Okay. What is half of 24? 12. So the second one failed.
Well, they.
Or is it 15? I can... For the massive damage?
Massive damage is a DC 15. Yeah.
DC 15, okay. Or half.
Yeah, so you're right.
Yay, one dead.
Alright, one is dead. I think the other one can't take reactions. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Kazan, you're up.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself to give me +2 AC. Let's do that. Then in my action, I will attack the satyr. Phantom.
Okay. 16 does hit, and you pierce him, but good.
Should copy over to the statue with the Phantom Strike. 10 feet within both of us.
Yeah. Alright, that puts down the satyr.
I'm gonna... If that puts him down, I'm gonna not do a killing blow,
Non-lethal?
though. I wanna leave him... Yeah. I wanna leave him alive.
Alright, you knock him unconscious. Your phantom attack does not pierce the statue, though.
Oh, shit.
It glances off of the stone.
Alright, well, second attack, I will... turn back to the statue in earnest. 19.
19 does hit for 12.
And that one should copy over to the other statue over here, right? It's within 10 feet.
Yes. Okay, for 12.
Yes.
Is that it? Oh, yeah, you use your bonus. Okay, yeah. 110.
Yeah, I'm a bonus action Shield of Faith.
Gotcha. All right. Corinne. Oh, you're muted.
Eating all the coughing. So I'm just going to cast a lightning bolt in this direction.
Okay. Straight down here. You can probably... I suspect you can hit both those statues and the crossbow. The 5 foot wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good lord.
I don't think it matters. Well, the crossbow's actually got some health. The statues, it doesn't matter. They were almost dead already anyway. You explode them into tiny little pieces. The bolter does make that save. What's half of 47?
26?
20.
No, wait, hold on.
23.
20, more than that.
23. Is it rounded down? 23 or 24?
It's rounded down.
23.
Okay. All right. Your lightning bolt destroys those two and lances through a side of the bolter. Okay. Stone Curse turn. Kazan, the one near you, is going to come after you again. Not as effectually this time.
Nope.
Corinne, These two are going to lurch their way towards you. Here is the first one. And here is the second one. Neither one hits. God, these really get +5. They're just rolling bad.
Yep. 4, 2, and 7.
Yep. All right, Tim, your turn.
So what's happening to this guy next to me?
He's unconscious.
Do you want him alive?
Kazan chose to knock him unconscious.
I was gonna ask him some questions. Look, there's things you can kill.
But still, he's right there.
He's lying down right in front of me.
There's a statue right here.
Do you know how well I could hit him on the ground? Is that statue almost dead?
It's taken some damage.
Let's have him take some more damage. He does have advantage.
Yeah, that is a killing blow.
Alright. It's not great damage, but...
Bore right through that statue. Alright, it is the Oaken Bolter's turn. One of them is going to turn, the bottom one is going to turn its sight on you, Bryces.
Ah. Oh, this is bad. Bad. Bad dog. Bad. Sit.
And it's going to, first you're going to watch it like cycling like rounds inside of its body. And you see a round that looks like it has a rope attached to it. And it fires out at you. 14 for 6. Okay. You block that harpoon with a shield. Its second attack is... It's going to cycle rounds again and just shoot a regular bolt at you.
Shield for the win.
Shield, yep, blocks both of them.
That's good, because I have exactly AC 14.
The other one is going to attempt to harpoon the flying halfling. Yeah. Oh. You gotta tell me beforehand. Well, I guess I did that fast.
Roll again.
I can roll again. What? +7. D20 +7. Ha! Take the first one.
Okay. 12 damage.
Yes, and
And
you are harpooned.
Can I roll the escape yet or not yet?
No, you have to do it. I think it's an action on your turn. It's considered a grapple, so you'd have to actually make an action to try to escape the grapple. As a bonus action, or actually no, it's not. It is going to while it is still has you harpooned, it's going to launch a lancing bolt at you. This one also with a, or this one's not disadvantaged because you got hit.
Right. Yeah.
Rapid fire, 2 big bolts go flying into you. And it is going to begin reeling you in as a bonus action. And as it reels you in over the fire, Halfred, we roll, you do a You take 4 damage from the fire as you are pulled over it.
Slightly toasted.
And that is the bolter's turn. Now it is you, Alfred. You are harpooned and right next to this thing.
You piece of crap. Alright, can I switch bows?
Yes? Are you trying to... Oh, you're just trying to, like...
Just use a different bow.
Yeah.
Just to do the melee bow.
Right. Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna attack the thing. Alright. First, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark on it. 3 extra damage. Then... What am I? I'm grappled, so I can't move. Is that right?
You're grappled, so your speed is 0. I think that's all it does.
Well, grappled. Speed isn't reduced, but I can only move... Oh, that bring it closer.
Mm. And you're already
Can I,
right
like,
next to it. It pulled
Can
you.
I rotate it? Never mind.
A 13 glances off the metal of the crossbow.
Okay. Extra attack. Just repeats. Try that again.
15 also glances off the hull of this thing.
Alright. Bonus action. Son of a bitch.
Yep. Rolling as bad as mine, stone cursed.
Oh, I should have tried to break free. Oh well.
Oh, yeah. Barisis, your turn.
Hey. Bad dog. Bad.
Hmm.
I'll just do this at a level 2. Cool. At the dog. Bad dog.
The south one, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. 13 force damage into him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All of those plow into the thing. Shake it mightily. Okay. Chasm.
Murdering these last 2 statues. Damn it.
Nope. That hits.
Damage. Or do I?
And or you can roll that damage. Kazan, as you hit it with your bludgeoning blunt end, you note that you might be doing more damage than usual with your bludgeoning damage on these stone statues.
Oh.
And you crack that thing right in half. And it goes...
Phantom over to the next one.
Following over. Yes, okay, yeah. 14. And that one takes the damage as well. And that one's looking real bad now, too.
Alright, second attack. Wish I could do a blunt thing, but I don't have another one, so about that.
That will finish him off. So you bring it down on him.
Blast through a chunk of his torso.
Yep. Okay, Corinne. You muted again. Just FYI.
Sorry. Wait, so how is this person looking?
The setter is unconscious. He is on the ground. He's at 0 health points.
Okay. Okay.
The only 2 enemies left are the 2 bolters on the north and south.
Kill that guy. It's okay.
I will use my my twin chromatic orb at a level. It's doing this weird thing where I can't do a level.
Oh, weird.
3. That's okay.
You just roll the extra damage.
Yeah, so I'll do like a level 2 and then roll the extra damage. Chromatic orb with, I don't know. Lightning, I guess.
Okay. Oh boy.
And then
Another 1d8. All right, 22 damage. As those 2 orbs go flying to the north and south. And it slams into both of them. Oh, the one in the south is looking very rickety now. It's like barely hanging on to its gears and parts.
It has to hold on to its gears.
It's not the best design.
Hold them in place. The stone cursed are dead. Tim, it is your turn.
We had to give them 8 extra arms to hold on to their gears.
That's right.
Advantage? Nope.
$14 does not hit. Glances off the middle. With advantage.
Yep.
All right, the bolter's turn. Both of them are going to look like they're going to kind of begin shaking and cycling through their ammo again, like you saw them do earlier. But this time, you see them begin glowing kind of red. It almost looks like they're overheating as they're shaking.
We're in the final moments of the boss battle.
Tim, the one between you and Halfred is literally going to point its face straight down and fire an explosive bolt at the ground right in front of it. Everyone within 20 feet of that point must make a DC 15 Dex saving throw, or take 17 fire damage on a failed save, including this creature itself. All right, so it's 17 for you, Tim. Halfred?
What?
You save. So that's only 8. You too! Wow, look at that. Wait.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah. Corinne, Kazan, you are also within range of this thing. Okay, you only take 8. You take 17. And the bolter takes 8. The other bolter is going to fire at the exact same spot and catch you.
Our guy have to roll a
And catch you all again. I'm getting to that. So everyone, please roll it again.
Wait, who?
This is the second bolter from the south. Is firing another one at you all.
Oh, not everyone then. Just
Well, not Bryce's. Bryce's is out of range, actually, of the whole thing.
So but he's also
Wait.
shooting the other bolter?
He is,
the
yes.
bottom one.
Yep.
He's shooting the other guy. He's shooting his compatriot.
Dex save is so bad. Oh, look at that.
He's shooting an explosive bolt at us.
Mm-hmm.
That's dumb. I wanna.
Luck it.
I forget what happens when I do that.
That's 7 is half. All right, you make it. It's only 7. Okay, Halfred, your turn. Halfred, you look over, and the satyr is nothing more than a charred corpse now.
God damn it.
He is fully donezo.
That's definitely a video game thing. Try to save somebody, and there's the AoE environment damage.
I'm gonna go for the bolter. He's taking damage, right?
Yes, yes. All right, 22 for 7.
+3.
Plus 3 is for 10. All right. How much is that?
20 for 15.
15. All right. With that final attack, Halfred, the head of that crossbow just falls off, and the whole thing sort of falls to pieces in front of you.
I think that's all I can do then.
Okay. Brysis,
That's me.
you're up.
Okay. Do level 2 again.
All right, those magic missiles go pouring into the southern bolter, and he also falls into pieces as they pound into him. And all is quiet as the battle
Chasm
ends.
walks up to the charred remains of the satyr and just kicks a few ashes in size. Damn it. Does the satyr have anything on him?
You go through
It's not
his
destroyed.
clothing, and he does not. He's wearing some simple robes, but he does not seem to be carrying any personal belongings on him.
You get one of you wizards to check this thing out.
Okay.
You guys can roll an Arcana check, or Arcana or Investigation, to sort of look at this circle and see if you can.
How near death is this guy?
He is negative like 30. He took
All right.
14 and then he took 17.
I'm gonna. Well, that's plenty. I'm gonna do spare the dying then.
Okay.
My cantrip. And I'm minus 40. Don't worry, guys. I got this.
How?
It's giving like mouth to mouth, and you look down, it's just a head.
I just send in swarms of leeches to infest his body and give it animation.
I am alive.
AMA.
Just holding up a corpse, just talking to it. And
Well, start talking.
His jaw falls open. Leeches come pouring in.
Excuse me, I have to vomit.
All right, yeah. Now, you guys can roll an Arcana or Investigation check. Corinne, you did.
So did I.
I didn't see yours.
Bryce has got
21. Okay. You guys look at this thing, and you're able to tell that it seems to be some sort of very short-range teleportation circle. Likely designed as some sort of transportation throughout this tower. Brysis, you think, as you look at it, you think you might be able to operate it, but you're not positive without knowing where the other points on this teleportation circle are. You have no idea where you would send yourself.
Oh, tempting.
And it also is obviously only for one person. It's only a 5-foot wide circle.
Would I know, like, how much of a delay time it would be before I could use it to come back?
Presumably, you just watch the satyr do it, like, real quick, one after another. So presumably you could just do it again, but you're unsure just exactly where it would take you.
I'll be back.
Oh god.
I firmly have my broom in my hands in case it, like, tries to drop me off the face of a cliff.
I
Okay.
think it's within the tower.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I'm gonna pop over and then pop back.
You need to roll an Arcana check over 15 to activate it, and then you will roll another Arcana check to determine where you're going.
My 21 wasn't good enough? Oh, man.
That was just to identify what this was.
Ah, shit. This is gonna... Ah!
You touch the runes a little bit. You fiddle with
Wait.
it.
I can fix that. Ability... Oh, is that an ability check?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
15!
15. Okay. Actually, just roll a d20 for me.
Oh, do I have to?
As you try to determine
Where it's gonna take me?
where it's going to take you.
Hello. To the treasure room, please.
Um,
Why do I have a feeling like the words "God damn it" just flashed through Chris's
I
brain?
don't know what flashed through my brain. Okay, let me clear the actual.
Wait, should you have told us the rest of us how to operate it first?
Be right back.
Bryces.
Uh-huh. I die, don't I?
Materialize in a wall.
Hurry up, I want to go next.
Okay.
We got nexties.
Bryces. How do I do this again? Nope, that drags the actual. There we go. Bryces, at the very top of this map you're moved to, you are enveloped by the green light. And you look up and you pop into a room full of Warforged. You see. Are you on the page?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You see before you an orb of crackling purple energy, and from that orb, 3 beams of that purple energy are flying into 3 individual Warforged. Standing in the center of those Warforged, walking between them, is a creature that appears to be a human skeleton encased in some sort of glass or crystal. And that glass is within a construct body with 4 clawed arms that is walking around on 3 like tripod legs.
Jesus.
As it seems to be checking on the 3 Warforged that are currently resting inside of these beams of purple energy. It has not yet noticed your presence.
Nope, going back.
Roll another Arcana check, please.
Oh, fuck. Ah, shit.
You don't have to, so at this point, the rules have changed a little bit. You know how to get to this location, and you know how to get back to the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
if you roll above a 15 Arcana check, you can choose to go to one of those 2 places.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna do that because, yeah.
Okay.
I want to be able to get out of here.
All right, go for it.
Son of a...
You are sitting there. Well, no, you know what?
So
Let's
the
see.
advantage? Holy shit.
A 9.
It's not great. That's not good. Just my broom disappears at this point now. Watch.
Bryces, you see the green light envelop you again. Scroll all the way to the bottom of this same map.
Uh-huh. Oh, shit.
And you pop into what looks to be a library. You look around, your eyes sort of adjusting to this new setting again. You see 3 Warforged mages sitting at tables, studying books, reading through scrolls, reading papers. Standing at the other end of the room is a giant 10-foot tall Warforged, similar to the one you fought in the forest.
Shit.
You're getting some valuable recon on this dungeon, though.
This time, as you pop in, the giant Warforged on the other side of the room immediately notices you. The mages do not. And it begins slowly approaching you.
Can I try to pop back out again?
You can.
Act cool.
It is slowly walking your direction.
Pizza.
All right.
Shit, sorry. I forgot to take the advantage off, though.
Well, you rolled 16, so that's a 19.
Okay, yeah. That's a 19.
As that giant Warforged is walking towards you, it raises its fists over its head coming right for you. And as it brings those fists down, you pop
I go,
out of
"Peace."
existence.
You're
And
flipping the channels really quick.
and you are returned back to the room that you started in.
I will immediately hop away. And go, nope, I'm out. Peace. Bye. Nope.
What happened? What did you see? What's
Nothing.
going on?
I saw nothing. I'm going
No,
home.
come back here. Don't let it go.
My turn.
It just makes me more excited.
Alfred, you're pretty sure you don't have the arcana acumen to even operate this teleportation circle.
No.
Eh.
Do I know how to, like, I guess I can try to roll an arcana check again, how to destroy this teleportation circle. So nothing can follow it.
You sure do. You can destroy the one on this floor. And you are pretty sure that all it would take is like carving a slight change in some of the runes on this circle, and it render this whole thing useless.
I immediately go to carving the whole thing.
Okay. Halfred. Hold on, please. Halfred, as you stepped through this hallway, you stepped from this lobby room, and you could see another room with a rug in it on the other side. As you stepped into it, the room fills with a purple energy beam that just comes flying through the room.
Wait, where did Halford go?
To the north.
No.
And as
Who
you
forgot
walk,
to put the leash on Halfred.
as you walk through it, you feel this energy just leeching your soul from your body.
You fully went to the soul leeching room.
as it pulses through you. You make a DC 16 charisma saving throw. On a fail, your max health is reduced by 14.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
And
Is
that
Alright, here we go.
Basu?
you don't know what that is yet. Oh boy, look at that.
Wait, why did I do advantage?
Oh, did you not? You didn't have advantage. You rolled a 2.
But I was gonna do lucky anyway.
60 on DC Christmas stars. Good lord. Oh, only until a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
Is it an
again with your
attack
luck.
roll, though?
It's a saving throw.
Okay.
I use my lucky.
Okay, roll it again.
I don't get my 16.
Oh, you rolled it. Okay, I'll allow it. Okay, you are able to, and as you're passing through the room, you're able to just sort of will it away as it pulses through your body, and then as soon as you step through, it is gone.
Do I still take damage?
You do not. Nothing happens.
Oh wow. All right. So don't go to the teleportation circle and don't go to the north. This dungeon is fun.
Oh, that teleportation circle didn't work anymore.
No, it doesn't. She destroyed it.
Hopper says, hey guys, look, a rug.
That was our chance to skip the dungeon.
Nope.
One at a time.
Doing this one the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, the other thing you guys note in this room is that those golden balls do hold 2 more of those globes. A blue one and a white one. Which I don't think I've given you guys permission to move yet, but I will.
Hopper says, oh look, more pedestals over here.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do those. Where was that soul-sucking thing?
What are you talking about?
The fucking thing that just tried to kill you.
You're the slight chill?
Yes. What was that?
I don't know. It kind of came out of nowhere.
Worst reconnaissance.
Come look at this rug.
Oh, here's the.
Kazan, as you pass through that hallway, the same thing happens to you. The purple energy flows through that room. Jesus
Motherfucker.
Christ.
I am the charisma saving throw master.
Okay. And on the...
I do like one of these.
Yeah?
It just parts its way out of my face. What else is a charisma saving throw? I dance my way through it.
And Kazan, you see in this room, this looks to be just sort of a hallway that leads to the north. But you do see at the northern end of this hallway, you see 3 more of those pedestals that you saw outside. And carved along the wall to the west of this hallway, you see 3 poems again. And I think I will tell you what those poems are next week.
The poems.
I should just call them riddles. They're riddles.
There are a lot of rugs in here.
They love rugs. All right, let's do some experience. You guys killed 2 bronze scouts worth 200 XP apiece. You killed 6 stone cursed worth 200 XP apiece.
200?
Yeah. You killed 2 oaken bolters worth 1,800 experience apiece. And you killed 1 poor unarmed satyr who is worth 100 XP.
I was trying not to kill him. Specifically.
That is 5,300 divided by 5. 1,060 plus our current 7,9336. 8,396.
Hey, we're actually getting close to leveling.
Yeah, you can see that next level up ahead.
Oh wait,
You
80,396.
got
No, not
5,000.
close. I thought.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pinprick in the distance.
Yeah. All right. Thank you to Eric, Heather, Reese, Rochelle, and Raymond. I'm Chris. We are here doing D&D 5th Edition Storm King's Thunder every week. We will see you next time. Thank you to